Hey guys, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel with your host, me, of course, your resident cute girl. Today, as you probably see by the title down below, we are going to be talking about sickle cell, and I really think this is something that should be talked about more. I personally would like to talk more about it because I have it, the sickle cell anemia disease or disorder, whatever you want to call it, and I think it needs to be talked about more often, because whenever I go tell someone that I have sickle cell anemia, they're like, what? Huh? And they probably just think, when they hear anemia, they probably just think, oh, she just needs some supplements here and there and she should be fine. But actually I do need some more catering to than someone who was just plainly anemic. I'm not trying to dismiss people that are anemic. They could be more drastic than I am, and so may need more catering to than I do. But if apart from just the usual like anemic person, my anemia is different and it's catered to differently than to someone who has just iron deficiency anemia. Alright, on to the main part of the video. So I just want to start with the point that sickle cell anemia is inherited. You can't get it via any bodily fluid contact or anything. It is inherited, full stop. And even if both your parents do have sickle cell anemia traits, the chances of you getting sickle cell anemia are only 3 out of 4. And even then, if you do get it, it can be very manageable. And I've lived obviously with sickle cell anemia for my whole life, and I am still doing very well. If anyone were to look at me, no one would think that I have anemia or anemic or of the sort. I'm very lucky and grateful for the situation that I'm in. Of course, I've had my ups and especially I've had my downs. I have pulled through and I'm here today. I'm going to be going to uni in the next couple of months, hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, so we know sickle cell is an inherited disease. It usually affects people of West Africa, Caribbean. There are even some parts of Asia and Middle East that can get this disorder. This disorder is actually a result of a natural human mutation for people to become more resistant to malaria from, mosquitoes. Crazy, but now it's more of a nuisance, especially if you're not living in those countries that have malaria. Like, I live in the UK. The chances of me getting malaria from a mosquito here are pretty slim, so just to me it's more of a nuisance than it is a human selection process of I mean, thank you, human body, for doing that for me, but no thank you. So we know that it's an inherited disorder. It affects people of usually West Africa, the Caribbean, some parts of Asia and the Middle East. Right, so what's the difference between full-blown sickle cell and just being a carrier? Well, let's start at the very lowest level. So my mum is a carrier. She's chilling, nothing really happens to her. I mean, nothing severe happens to her. She doesn't really get what we call a sickle cell crisis. She may get some swelling, but nothing too serious. I'm in the middle. In the most diverse scenario, one parent would have AC and another parent would have SC. And the S stands for sickle cell, and what I have is the S from one parent and the C from another parent. So I am SC, I'm in the middle. And okay, so you can have a sickle cell crisis, you can get a bunch of symptoms, things can happen, but the chances of it being serious or severe, more like, because they're all serious situations, but the severity of it will be not as bad as a full-blown sickle cell disease carrier, but it's there. So when I was younger, I would have a lot of pains in my legs, in my collarbones. I didn't even know I could get it in my collarbones until a few years ago, and I was wondering why my collarbone was hurting. You can get it in your arms, like I said, in your legs, but I usually get mine in my thighs. I don't really get it anywhere else, but some people can get it even up to their feet. So it really does affect you a lot. There are other places that it can affect. It can affect your eyes, and also because it's a blood disorder, it can affect your brain. Yeah, it's really scary to think about that. A few years ago, I can't remember when specifically, but I do remember this long period in my hospital career, my hospital life, I don't know what to call it. I would have to go to a hospital which was hours away, and get my blood transfusion done, and because I had such small veins, it was even more inconvenient. I couldn't even do a manual blood transfusion. I had to get a automatic transfusion, because where I live we don't have those automated machines. I had to go somewhere big, and it was just a nuisance, but that was to prevent anything from happening, so prevent stroke in my case. And if you guys don't know what stroke is, stroke, a blockage in your vessels that take blood up to the brain, and basically it's a big, but apart from that, I'm doing all good now. It was a preventative measure, so nothing too serious came out of that, which is great, awesome, amazing, wonderful. So that's my own personal story as a SC, as we would call it. Yeah, I knew someone who was full-blown sickle cell anemic SS. I don't think she went through a lot of trouble. I don't know personally, because it's not something that you want to share with everyone or the whole world sometimes. So you would usually have the full-blown, you would have the full package, pains every now and then. As you grow up, you will be able to know your body better, and once you've known your body better, then you know, okay, I can't go out and do this if it's like this outside. So if it's cold outside, I try not to go outside or keep myself warm, because if it's cold, then my veins get even smaller, and it's not good, especially if my blood cells are going to be blocking my veins. So apart from that, I really just want to spread some awareness that this is something that people go through every day. Hopefully I wasn't going too fast for this video, but I just want to say, if you've made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and when you subscribe, click the bell so whenever I post a video, it will come up into your notifications bar. Don't forget to follow my Instagram, which is linked down below, and all the other places where you can hunt me down. Have a good day, guys, and thank you once again for watching. Bye.